What is up, guys? Little black belt here. I got something a little different for you. I uploaded a video a while back on this game. This is Star Wars The Old Republic. And that was with a different character, and I was playing with Kahulo. Here I have a PvP match that I had pre-recorded, so I'm actually adding the this commentary after the fact. And I'm playing a little PvP with my Sentinel here, low 55 Sentinel. But I'm not really going to talk about it too much. I don't take this game too seriously. As you notice, I don't even have key bindings for a lot of the moves. So I just use my mouse to click on them on the hotbar, which I know is something you're really shunned for doing in MMOs. But again, I don't take it seriously. And honestly, this game, I only play it because it's Star Wars, not because I really appreciate MMOs. Because I don't really... You know, I wouldn't play it if it wasn't Star Wars. But anyway, this is mainly to just kind of talk about, you know, what I've been up to. Got a couple videos on the way. I have a couple War Thunder matches to show you guys, and Heroes and Generals match. And those will be up sometime. Yeah, I'm going to be going off to college soon, so... I got that to worry about. Hopefully it'll be fun. A lot of people say college is pretty fun, but I wouldn't know. And forgive me, I'm actually eating some ice cream right now, so if I stop talking for a second, it's because I'm chewing. Because I'm kind of a water right now. So, at the moment in this game, Sentinel / Marauder, which is the Sith version of the Sentinel, is a little broken in a bad way. Tends to not be as good as some of the other classes, but this game is nothing special. I wanted to show it to you guys, so I logged on first time in like 3 or 4 days that I played this game. I logged on and I just recorded a match, the first match I had, only match I played. We end up losing, and nobody on my team, including myself, seems to really know what they're doing here, or be too experienced at all with PvP, and that's fine. You know, I'm not, again, it's a game, you know, I'm not going to be too serious about it. Some people in this game get really serious about PvP, and they're super competitive, and I can understand that, but, you know, just take it easy, you know what I'm saying? Just sit back, relax, it's a game. Some people get really competitive, and that's your choice. But this isn't even the level 60 PvP, which is the high level stuff. This is the tier level 30 to 55. So there's some people in here might be their first character that they've ever played in this game. It's not the case for me. I have several characters, but you know that could be the case for somebody. I always find it really disappointing when players in this game are really rude to each other in the chat because they didn't do something right in PvP. You know, it's a learning experience, but a lot of the times, instead of offering constructive criticism to new players, that people they're pretty rude about it, you know. And my guess is when you first started playing this game, you weren't that great at it either. And some people just don't have the time to take these kinds of games seriously. You know, and some people just don't want to, and either way, that's your choice, and I think people shouldn't be punished for that. Now, it's a little different story if you're playing the ranked war zones at level 60, because your team's performance affects your ranking as far as I know. I don't have any level 60s, because I don't have the Shadow of Revan. I bought Rise of the Hutt Cartel a while back, and so I don't have Shadow of Revan, so I don't get to play the ranked PvP matches, which is fine because I enjoy PvP, but I'm not that great at it, you know. I'm actually not very good at this game. I sort of enjoy the Star Wars aspect of it, and I like the Sentinel / Marauder, even though it's not really a very competitive class to play at the moment, just due to it not being as great as some others. This class, can't remember the name for it, but the like skill tree, I guess, I'm using is combat. So this is actually Combat Sentinel, and it all revolves around. It's a DPS class, and all revolves around these precision windows, which is precision grants 100% armor penetration for 3 seconds. So you basically try to use your strong moves all within this 3-second window. So, like for example, Zen, which is sort of on the lower right corner, sort of. It's the one where it shows like this face and it's like blindfolded. That's Zen. You got to build up 30 focus for that, and then once you do that, you can hit the Zen, which grants you alacrity, which makes your moves sort of they go by faster. So you can actually fit more moves into that precision window. And then after that, it's Gore, and then Master Strike. And then immediately after Master Strike is, I think the move is called Blade Storm. Another sort of little rotation you can do is what I just did right there is the precision, and then Blade Storm right into that, what's it called? It's called Dispatch. So yeah, you just sort of try to fit in some strong moves within that 3-second period. I mean, I'm not particularly great at it, but you know, that's the main idea. So anyway, funny thing with this game, I have the GTX 980 Superclock with the ACX 2.0 fans. And that's the EVGA card. And with this game, I kept getting this solid screen. Like the screen would, I'd be playing this game, and it didn't matter what I was playing. I could be on the global trade network, I could be in a war zone, I could be in a flashpoint. Didn't matter where I was. It just randomly, sometimes the screen would just like go solid black, and then come back on, and I would have this little message on the bottom corner saying, NVIDIA kernel driver, whatever driver number I had, has crashed and successfully recovered. And it got really, really, really annoying, because obviously when the screen goes black, the game's still running in the background, and it recovers just fine. You can play the game, but for that 3 or 4 or 5 second window, you can't see anything that's going on. So if you're in a flashpoint or a war zone, and your character's basically just standing still because you have no idea what's going on, and it was a serious problem. But for me, it only happened in this game, which was a little puzzling, because a lot of people have the problem, and it'll happen. Sorry about that, my phone just went off. And it'll be like in any game, it could happen at any time, which is super annoying. You know, like imagine being on your internet browser and having it happen. You know, with me, at least it only happened in this game. What if it happened in every game you played, you know? And I was absolutely, had no idea what this problem was. I tried, like, every solution on every forum ever, you know? And nothing was working. And then finally, I found a forum specifically with this game and the 900 series graphics cards from EVGA. This problem, basically the problem I was having. And there was apparently this firmware, you know, BIOS update for the card that EVGA had. It's supposed to just fix some, you know, DisplayPort issues or whatever, but one of the things it was supposed to fix was this thing called low graphics utilization. And I'm not great at you know, computers or, you know, knowing what all this stuff means, but you had to basically contact EVGA support just to get the file, the BIOS firmware update file. And even the guy I talked to said that he didn't think it was even going to fix my problem. But I wanted it anyway, and so I flashed that, and now the game works fine, and I don't have the problem anymore. So I fixed that problem, which is awesome. It's just, I thought it was so funny that even the support had no idea that that was a possible fix. You know? The guy really didn't think it was going to fix my problem. So if that is something that's happening, if you've got the 980, and that's something that's happening in game, and it might only be like one game, and this is an older game, you know, I think this game came out in 2011. and it still uses DX9. So, you know, it's an older game, and it's not really taxing on the graphics card at all. So, if that's the case with you, whatever game you're playing, if maybe it's an older game and you're getting this problem that's only in one game, you know, you might want to try contacting EVGA support and ask them for the latest BIOS update for your card. That might took care of it for me, and I tried just about every other solution there was, and there's a lot of solutions, potential solutions to this. A lot of people think maybe it's a power supply problem, which obviously is a potential solution, but my power supply is not old. You know, I believe what I have in here is it's an 800 watt modular power supply by Corsair, I believe. It's either 750 or 800, I can't remember which. But it is modular, which is pretty nice because it helps with cable management and everything, but that's another story. So I was pretty sure it wasn't a problem with that. And I wasn't sure about RAM. People said maybe it was a problem with RAM, but I did run some memory tests and it came up just fine. So my RAM, I was assuming, was fine. And there was also some setting stuff you could change in the NVIDIA control panel that I tried, and that didn't work either. So I was really, really confused. I was pretty close to RMAing my card, which I didn't want to have to do because it's sort of a pain, and then you don't have a card for a while. So I didn't want to have to do that, and I'm just glad that I found the solution. But it's just interesting, it's not posted on the site anywhere. You know, nowhere on their site is there a download on the NVIDIA, or sorry, the EVGA site is there a download for the new firmware. You just sort of have to ask about it, which I thought was weird. Maybe that's a common thing, I don't know. So, as you can see, my team is getting pwned. I'm getting pwned because I'm not very good at the game, but you can tell my damage output wasn't even that high. But I hope you can't hear my stupid dog downstairs barking at the UPS man. Part of that is, I think, contributed to the fact that I was sitting at that pylon forever, guarding it, waiting for someone to come back with the orbs, and nobody ever came back. So, there's that. And also, I wasn't using a stem, because I had started the game with a stem, and when I died, it went away. So, whatever. Anyway, I just thought I'd record this and show you the game, and it's pretty cool. Check it out. There's a 12 times XP boost. 12 times XP boost for subscribers right now. That helps you level up. So I got a bunch of level 55s now. When I started, before the XP boost, I didn't even have one, and now I have like 5 or 6. So that's awesome. So check out the game. This was the Jedi Sentinel. So yeah, and I'll have some other videos on some other games up pretty soon, but like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you next time.